Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about how do I handle returns and refunds in retail chains. So if you have a great product and you're trying to understand retail returns and refunds, this little training will give you some things to think about and how to deal with them. With that said, let's get started on today's training. So let's talk about returns and refunds at a retail chain. So what do you do if you're working with a retail chain and there are return and refund concerns and so forth? It's a common question that comes up all the time. You don't know whether or not you're going to get pinged or how it handles when there's a return and so forth. The good news about chain stores is they're very formulaic in that they've already decided for you how they are going to handle your returns and refunds, and they're going to tell you. So they'll tell you exactly how they're going to handle it. It depends on the retailer and the product category. If it's like a really light product that they can toss out, then they're not going to keep the product there. They're just going to toss it out probably. If it's a heavier thing or it's really expensive, then they might give you the opportunity to figure out what you want to do with that return, because maybe you can go fix it and do something with it. So a lot of times there'll be a conversation in there depending on the product type. A lot of times products are throwawayable, and so if there's a return or whatever, most of the time they just don't care about it. And they're going to ask you, do you care? Do you want it back? What do you want? And then if you want it back, then there's repercussions to that, meaning who's paying for the shipping and getting the product back and so forth. You have to think on that there'll probably be a percentage of the stuff that's going to be returned and refunded. And what do you feel comfortable with? And if they come to you with a contract, a purchase order, and it says they would be happy to ship it back to you, there'll probably be an associated cost with that. And are you willing to do that, or are you willing to just make it a wash? And that's how they handle returns and refunds a lot of times. And unfortunately, that makes you nervous, because what if a lot of people return and refund this product? But let's hope it doesn't, because the goal here is for you to ship them products that are actually good and decent, right? They don't want to deal with a lot of garbage as well. And so it will also detract the buyer from working with you if your manufacturer is creating garbage. So that could also detract from that situation. There's obviously more to say about it, returns and refunds, but generally speaking, since they're so black and white, retailers will generally tell you in advance how they handle that. And then based on your product, you got to think about, what do you want to do with that? Can you fix the products, resend it out? Some of you would be like, absolutely no, to get rid of it. And some of you would actually really want to keep the product. And that's something to consider. If you want to learn how to approach, pitch, and sell to retailers, how to deal with all the little nuances of selling the stores, how to not make any mistakes when working with retailers so you can make as much money as possible, please take a look at our core Retail MBA training and coaching system listed on retailmba.com. All of our programs will get you into stores. But if you want to know like the specifics of how to not mess up so that you can get the biggest return on investment and not lose money on these deals, definitely explore our programs. That's what we are here to do. We're here to ensure you have the best, happiest experience with lots and lots of money in your pocket, with not a lot of problems with retailers. Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. Thanks so much.